Pokimane is lying, and that
oh my god. Why did you make a timestamp? Guys, this was like timestamped. Literally, you can click it. I did not pre-watch it. I didn't pre-watch. I did not.
In the past few years, live streamers have become some of the most famous and financially successful online creators. They usually have die-hard, cult-like fan bases who are willing to watch them sit at a desk for hours on end. But there's a major cost that comes with this type of attention: doxing, swatting, harassment, bullying, public scrutiny, obsessive fans, deepfakes, and even manipulation from corporate employees. Pokimane has been one of the top female streamers in a space that is very much dominated by men. At her peak, she was averaging 40,000 viewers, which is the equivalent of a sold-out Major League Baseball stadium in the United States. She has been subject to a lot of controversy in her near decade-long streaming career. Now, some of these incidents have been brought on by herself, but for a lot of them, she seems to be a pawn in a much bigger problem. And it's reached a tipping point, starting to realize that all the money might not be worth the risk to be in her position. Stay hydrated. Since the beginning of her career, Pokimane has been accused of having pretty privilege, which is essentially the idea.
Yo, did you see what I did? How am I a pawn? I'm the king, bitch! Yo! This guy talking shit with this guy! Patrick CC Dot! Yo, bitch! Hey! Hey, next time you bring me up like this, motherfucker, you don't put me as a fucking... I'm that piece. I'm that guy. I'm him. I'm that guy. Do your research, man. What is this shit?
Might not be worth the risk to be in her position. Stay hydrated. Since the beginning of her career, Pokimane has been accused of having pretty privilege, which is essentially the idea that being attractive makes it much easier to gain success at whatever you do. This argument definitely does have some truths, but it's often used to minimize the work that women or men have put in to gain all of their notoriety. Pokimane has been streaming consistently for almost 10 years. She had amassed 20,000 followers on Twitch in 2014 before graduating high school. And although it seems like an easy job, being entertaining for hours...
Guys, even though this bias exists and it's proven by science, okay, the extent of that effect is widely overplayed and played in ways that are evil and bad. I don't agree. I agree with the science behind it. I don't agree with how it's being used. Because people say it's the only thing, it's the only thing. And it's like, yeah, it's a part, but I don't think it's, you know.
On end, day in and day out, while sitting at a desk is very difficult. But she did benefit from the lack of competition. In 2014, Twitch only had around 300,000 daily active viewers. Her game of choice was League of Legends, which is still the most watched game of all time on Twitch, by a lot. A young woman who was genuinely interested in the game at that time was extremely rare. On top of being entertaining with her audience...
Nope, guys. Last pause. He forgets, chat, that at the time, before Twitch, it was Justin TV, Ownit.tv, and League wasn't the biggest game. It was almost the only game being watched. There wasn't a lot of viewers for other games. There just wasn't. League was massive. StarCraft, yes, I just watched Destiny back in the days, but by size, it wasn't. It was a landslide.
And good at the game, she was destined for success. And of course, the way she looked didn't hurt. Many of her followers were likely men who felt like they could hang around a girl who plays their favorite game, watches anime, and understands meme culture. She was every Reddit and Discord mod's dream girl. Some of her fans would send her hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars for a brief interaction, to say their name and thank them for their generosity. These men are often referred to as simps, and they can get extremely out of control. Simp is a slang insult for men who are seen as too attentive and submissive to women, especially out of a failed hope of winning some entitled sexual attention or activity from them. The word simp is actually banned on Twitch because it's seen as bullying, but it's likely banned because Twitch profits so much from these men that they want to do everything they can to protect them. And in return, Poki is the one who gets blamed because she doesn't shame these men for giving her money. A video titled "Simp Willingly Goes Homeless for Pokimane" was uploaded in May of 2020 by It's a Gundam, which used several examples of interactions between Pokimane fans to highlight just how dangerously obsessed some of them appear to be.
No, I don't.
It's a Gundam came across...
I think a lot of times people don't realize that even if they did shame them, it wouldn't matter. It would actually make it better, because a lot of these motherfuckers, they have this like shaming kink or like domination kink, and they actually like that. They love that shit, right? So the people that watch can afford that would still stay because fuck it, you know, even though she's like shaming them, and a lot of people get empowered by that. I'm not. That is true. That is true.
Across grown men committing the heinous crime of sad cringe. I'm kinda short on savings, but I'll defo get $500 to drop this week, LMAO. Hope she sees this and knows I love her and miss her. Then somebody replies, only $500? Pathetic. Get your bread up. OP, I got evicted because I was 4 months behind on rent, so yeah, I don't know. I'll see if I can sleep behind a Starbucks so I can use the free Wi-Fi and donate the rest of my money.
Dude.
We live in a day and age where men are shaming each other for not giving a woman who's already a millionaire the last bit of money they have. Welcome to 2020. It is a horrible time in history.
Pokimane reacted to It's a Gundam video and dismissed all the embarrassing tweets as fake. And still to this day, it's unclear if the tweets
I think this is cringe. The video response is cringe. I think the whole thing is cringe as fuck.
were real or not. Even if they were fake, it sadly isn't too far from the mentality of some men that watch her streams. But Poki committed a YouTube cardinal sin, going after the sponsor of the video.
I actually can't believe anyone would sponsor these shenanigans.
She got a lot of heat from YouTubers for this, since it's considered a low blow to go after someone's livelihood because she didn't like the content. The situation is ironic because Gundam was also kind of going after Poki's livelihood by bullying people that pay her money. Even if these men have extremely unrealistic expectations, Poki was defending her fans, which seems like what most people would do in that situation. Either way, she apologized.
I want to sincerely apologize to both It's a Gundam and to the sponsor of that video for the remarks and comments that I made. I completely understand people's concern for going after someone else's livelihood.
But this wasn't the first time she had to apologize. There was another controversy that resurfaced from 2014 where she said the N-word.
Nick, you ain't funny. That's not true. Maybe you're just boring as fuck. And lame as hell. Cause only lame say that shit.
She immediately took to Twitter to try and explain herself. Hard for me to speak on this clip's context because it's so old. I'm almost 23 and was underage in that clip, but it was definitely not said in a racist or derogatory manner, she said, adding, it was a time period and environment where saying it was more common and used as a replacement for dude, and I've never said it in a racist way, hard R either. Almost everyone below this tweet rallied in support for Pokimane, pointing out that this expose seemed like digging up old irrelevant clips of someone.
I'm not gonna get mad. You're never gonna see me. I'm not gonna get mad on other people's behalf, okay, and make conclusions about other people's thing, okay. I'm just gonna watch. I'm not gonna have a take about this shit, okay. If I have a take, whatever it is, people are gonna shit on me regardless. I ain't saying nothing.
With the sole purpose of publicly humiliating them out of spite. However, as Pokimane became more and more popular, this clip resurfaced often. She apologized for the second time in 2020.
I've commented on this in the past, but honestly, my statement or comments then weren't even good enough, even though people were very understanding. I just want to make it clear that I am genuinely so sorry if I hurt or offended anyone with what I said. I really wish I could go back in time and change the past. Unfortunately,
Really?
I can't, but I do hope that my behavior in regards to language
You know,
for the last couple of years.
the only thing that sucks about this is that I wish to double down and said, fuck him. Fuck that Busta. And fuck his sponsor. Okay? If you guys want to fuck me back for that, fuck it. Okay? That's my, that's my fucking take. Say question mark. I don't give a shit. I don't give it. When you go out and you make drama shit, okay? If you want to fucking have a sponsor for it, you have to be willing to take whatever heat comes with it. That's what we call a fair playing field, bitch ass. If you didn't want a possible to do dumb shit, don't get an official sponsor for a drama-based video. That's fucking stupid. It's a liability, and whatever comes next is your fault. If you want to go to war, okay? If you want to go, you're gonna go to war with some swords and shit like that, and you want to bring your nice, cool, fancy cape, it's probably gonna get dirty. You know whose fault that is? Not the war's fault. It is your fault.
And onwards
Take accountability. Take accountability.
will speak for itself.
Keep in mind at this point in 2020, she was easily the largest female Twitch streamer and one of the top streamers, period. She is now an owner of Offline TV, which is essentially a streamer production house consisting of her friends that create content together and individually. They all work together and use their network to grow everyone.
How's that running? I have no sponsors. How's that ironic? I have no sponsors. I have none of them because I don't want to do dumb shit and be bad by a sponsor. I don't have sponsors. Problem? Hey, I can make drama. I can do dumb shit. I can say dumb shit. And who's gonna fucking cancel me? My non-existent sponsors. G Fuel does not give a fuck if I say dumbass shit. They don't care. As long as I'm not an actual bad human, a bad person, and show traits like fucking, like racism and shit, why would they care? They don't give a shit. You just go to xQc, bitch ass.
Social media presence, and at the time all of the biggest streamers were collaborating with each other to play the game Among Us. Everything that she was doing was being very meticulously watched and analyzed. This is when a large amount of hate started pouring in. People expressed their disdain for Pokimane, saying her personality was fake, forced, and only saying and doing things to fit what she thinks her brand should be. I think it's also worth mentioning that people expect YouTubers and streamers to be 100% themselves because they give off this assumption that they are normal people and not acting. But it's almost always an enhanced version of themselves. Like my second channel is just me wearing goofy glasses and being overly animated. I mean, that is me or a side of me, but it also has elements of a character. But her N-word controversy would resurface again in 2022, and this time it took a twist nobody could have ever predicted. This controversy involves the very popular comedy YouTuber JiDion, who was just starting up his Twitch account in January of 2022. JiDion is known for being a troll, but his intentions are pure. He reacted to a video of Pokimane saying the N-word. Then he tweeted the video. Then 1 week later, on January 13th, JiDion goes live to more than 10,000 viewers. He had more viewers than Pokimane after his first week on the platform. So he instructed his viewers to go to her stream and spam the phrase L plus ratio, which was his way of trolling and bragging to her. Pokimane was simply minding her business. So why did he go after her? Well, because she is known as the Queen of Twitch, and trolling her is kind of a meme. But militarizing his audience is known as hate raiding, which is against TOS on Twitch. As she is getting flooded with spam, people start telling her that it's coming from JiDion, to which he gets mad at them for snitching, and then he says this.
If you're from Pokimane, if you're from Pokimane's chat, and you have a penis, I'm gonna tell you this right now. She is not gonna f you, bro. I don't care how much you donated. I don't care how many hours you watch her. She is not gonna f you, bro. She has a man's. Bro, you probably don't want to hear this. You probably don't want to hear this. But I'm sorry. I'm gonna break the fourth wall. And spoiler alert, she's getting down every night by another nigga. She is getting down, deep stroked, balls deep.
Oh no.
Balls banging on the wall. Every night.
Pokimane responded to the harassment by saying whoever was responsible, if you get banned.
I know you guys are being weird in chat. I'm just gonna say it. You guys are being weird. That okay? For one, that's just odd. It's just odd. Two, motherfucker. If you don't think that's odd, you have a fucking problem. Okay, because it's a lot of assumptions back to back, right? In bad faith. If you're gonna make guesses, at least don't make it in bad faith. If you're gonna go in bad faith, don't stack them one on top of another. It's really bad. I'm telling you right now, guys. Okay, the world agrees with this. If you don't agree with this, you're just being you're just part of the weirdos. I don't know what to tell you. Also, it's not true. I mean, I used to talk to her all the time. Not all the time. I used to speak with her. I used to know all the ongoings about OTV and what they're going with their lives. No boyfriend. Don't tell me that. Don't ask how I know.
And I'm not going to be sad, and then ended her stream. But the story gets a little weirder when Ninja somehow got alerted about what was happening, and he got in contact with JiDion to let him know that he was screwed.
I promise you guys, there's literally nothing I can do.
Ninja was right. Once Twitch became aware of the incident, they banned JiDion for 14 days, which later turned into a permanent ban following an appeal prior to his 14-day ban period. People suspected that JiDion received such a harsh consequence because Pokimane is regarded as Twitch's golden child that they will do anything to protect. After JiDion updated his social media followers on the state of his Twitch account, people instantly began blaming Poki. Pokimane clarified the following day that she had nothing to do with JiDion's ban and claimed that JiDion and his fans were targeting her because she's a woman. The reason Pokimane mentioned her gender is that during JiDion's stream, he taunted Poki's male audience and told them no matter how much they donated, Poki wasn't going to sleep with them. Ludwig chimed in on this and basically said that this is just something Pokimane has to deal with.
Do is have sex with Poki, which, you know, it sucks. That's how
It doesn't just suck. It's not fucking okay. I'm so tired of people acting like it just sucks and it's unlucky. And it just is what it is. I don't want to be in an industry where that just sucks. I do not want it to be, is anymore. Please, yes, thank you. I can't even English anymore. I'm so sick of this shit.
There seemed to be a huge divide. A lot of men thought Poki was being overly dramatic and
He is a bit short-sighted, but I see some of the comments in chat. I see you guys in chat. See, the problem is that when you make a culture of only this happening over and over and over and over again, right? Then the people assume that this is how it is with girls. And even the girls that don't want to be sexualized have no cleavage, have a small camera. They don't do anything for extra male attention or flirting. They just do the same thing you would do if you went live. That's the exact same thing, right? They get the same type of behavior in chat because that's what the environment is like. That's trash as fuck. Dude, it's just annoying. It's just annoying. It's dog shit. Okay? Why are you saying not true all the time? It doesn't matter if it's all the time. It's gonna be in massive amounts and ratios. It's just dog shit. If you spend your entire caring about games and playing and strategies and esports about a game you're playing, Valorant, and it's all you spoke about, and then half your chat talk about when did the titties come out? It's just annoying as fuck.
Ludwig was just pointing out the reality of sexism that exists on Twitch, but others thought Poki's frustration is justified as she is constantly being sexualized day in and day out when she's just a girl who plays video games. But some people are convinced that Pokimane is lying, and that she purposely tries to appear single to maintain her innocent and single persona. If men assume that she's single, their parasocial bond increases, and they are more likely to send her.
Even guys pretend to be single. They all do. I guess it's true. Even guys pretend to be single. Bro, warding off parasocials isn't only for nefarious reason when you're a girl. When people get it, warding off parasocials, okay, is a net positive for most people's lifestyles and the digital broadcasts. Regardless, it's in bad faith to make an argument. It's only for them to make money. It's in bad faith. It's called an argument in bad faith. You need to realize this.
Her gifts and money if they truly believe that one day she might notice them. Or maybe she just wants to keep her private life private like everyone else. But before JiDion would end up apologizing for his behavior, things took an insane twist. Ninja brought up the situation again when people were in his chat begging him to try to help JiDion get unbanned. In order to get viewers to stop spamming, he claims that he texted his partner manager to help him out.
Alright, I sent the text.
That is weird.
I don't promise a goddamn thing.
Pokimane did not like this.
Seeing him on a call with Ninja and Ninja like allied with him and saying, oh, like I'll try to make sure your ban isn't too bad. That's a little weird.
Then she tweeted, "It baffles me when other streamers don't stand up against."
Yo, explaining lonely boys. Can I be honest with you, dude? Can I be honest with you? If you go on the internet explaining to people to make a relation with you and date you and fuck you, whatever happens next, whatever people's behavior
Blatant
is on you. They should exploit you because you're a fucking idiot. You're an absolute fucking cucklord idiot. They absolutely should exploit you. Okay? If you are that easily exploitable, that is your problem. Sorry.
harassment or misogyny. While discussing all of this on a live stream, Ninja DM'd Poki and let her know that he didn't actually.
If you want to date somebody, go on a dating app. If you want to meet somebody, go outside. If you want somebody to turn into your girlfriend, text them. Don't go on Twitch donating to streamers, hoping they notice you from the fucking chat. You're a fucking moron. I hope they exploit you and you go bankrupt.
Contact his representative at Twitch. We only know this because Poki shared the DM to her audience while she was streaming, with the final words being, "You're making a big mistake." This appeared to be a threat, which was kind of confirmed by a second exposed DM from Ninja's wife, saying that they are considering everything Poki was saying as defamation of character, and they are getting their legal team involved. But these threats never really amounted to anything. JiDion privately and publicly apologized to Pokimane, asking his supporters to stop harassing her social media accounts. He says his actions were corny and he was being petty. Pokimane responded by accepting his apology, and they even did a collaboration together and consider each other friends to this day. It's pretty clear that JiDion made a mistake, owned up to his mistake, and the person who was the victim in the situation forgave him. But Twitch still has banned JiDion, and they do not plan on allowing him to come back to their platform. Free JiDion, y'all. But Pokimane's overreaction to being...
So this is very short-sighted. Being antisocial and needing therapy and help IRL deserve to be exploited, nice. That's what I'm saying though. Is that the reality is, you will be exploited. You absolutely will be. I'm not... Dude, I'm making a hyperbole, right? I'm making a hyperbole to explain the point because you're not getting it. The point is fucking simple. The point is simple. That is not what the nature of the broadcast is. And you guys are even you're even going to the length of saying that, oh, dude, not saying they have a boyfriend is exploiting it. If just acting normally on stream and streaming normally is exploitative, then yes, I hope they exploit you. Because if all it takes is for a girl to see your sub and say, yo, Tilgore33, thanks for the sub, man. The same way a guy does it, if that for you is an invitation for privacy and relation, if that's exploiting it, then yes, they should absolutely exploit your stupid ass. Because they're not doing it deliberately. For you, you think it's not. So I hope they exploit, yeah. That's not, yeah, exactly,
sexualized and harassed for being a woman reached a tipping point recently that may just have her ready
because the bar for exploitation is way down because you're ill. That's not their problem. That is not them. It's not them who gives you a false pretense of intimacy because they shouted your name out. It is your problem. You misread social cues. You're an idiot. If you subscribe and they say your name, like everywhere on Twitch, across the platform, millions, every person, most people will say your name if you sub to them. If that for you is like, oh my god, I'm gonna go for her, and if it doesn't work, I got exploited. That is entirely your problem.
to quit. Twitch streamer Brandon Ewing, known online as Atrioc, accidentally exposed himself after exiting a game he was streaming and allowing viewers to see all the tabs he had open on his screen, one of which was a website that had deepfake pornographic content. The website featured deepfakes of fellow female streamers such as Pokimane, Maya Higa, QT Cinderella, and many more. Though Atrioc quickly switched tabs without trying to draw attention to them, it was too late. Screen grabs were taken and shared across the internet. Atrioc issued a tearful apology, stating that this is not a pattern of behavior, but that he fell down an AI rabbit hole at 2 a.m. one morning and ended up on the site. However, the website charges $15 a month to watch the provided content, meaning that Atrioc must have intentionally created an account and entered his credit card willingly. Atrioc, who is married, made the apology video along with his wife, who was also crying. What made the situation even creepier is that he's friends with some of the women featured on the site, with some having already responded. Streamers like QT Cinderella and Sweet Anita spoke out against the deepfake pornography on their respective Twitter accounts, with QT Cinderella expressing the pain that she's facing in the wake of such horrors on a Twitch stream. Female streamers are continuously finding themselves being sexualized without their consent. They are often harassed for simply being a woman within the streaming community, and this is just one more way that they are denied their basic humanity by having these deepfakes of themselves in a sexually explicit manner put on the internet, with very little they can do about it. According to Matthew B. Kugler, a professor of law at Northwestern University, since deepfakes began appearing online in 2015, they've become more convincing every year, growing in quality and quantity. Research by Sensity AI, a company that monitors deepfakes, found in 2018 that 90 to 95% of deepfakes were non-consensual porn, which Kugler explained could be traumatic for the victim. A 2019 report from DeepTrace, a technology research company, found that 99% of pornographic deepfakes featured female celebrities. Psychotherapist Lisa Sanfilippo, whose expertise includes sexual trauma, told Insider that creating false pornographic images is a major violation. She said that for the victim, seeing images of yourself or images that are falsified to look like you in acts that you might find reprehensible, scary, or that would only be for your personal life can be very destabilizing, even traumatizing. There is no ability to give consent there. Basically, everyone agrees that deepfakes are mostly going to be used for bad things. And because of this, people are starting to understand why Pokimane and other female streamers are fed up with being sexualized. Because all of those overreactions have built up to this deepfake stuff, which is being denounced by everyone. Pokimane didn't really address the deepfakes as closely as others. She seems really fed up with the constant over-sexualization of her and her peers. And it's not just coming from her obsessive fans, it's also coming from Twitch employees. Just a few months ago, Pokimane opened up to viewers during a live stream about a well-networked professional.
Bro, I know why she does this. Maybe she's fed up or whatever. But, I mean, now she just goes live like once a week. It just pops in, plays Valorant, and then pops out, and that's it. I mean, I can't feel like it's trash if all the dog shit is amounted to this. But, I mean, that's it. I mean, I have to be honest, I kind of respect it. All this shit seems like a fucking nightmare. Yeah, it seems kind of fucking dog shit. I'd probably do the same thing, to be honest.
In the streaming industry, who allegedly faked a romantic relationship with Poki to get close to women in her community.
Someone that I and many streamers have been working with for years. Someone who was also employed at a large company in the industry has targeted and manipulated girls, specifically in my community, by falsifying a romantic and sexual relationship with me.
She explained. Pokimane went on to claim that the individual leaked privileged information he gathered from his job and threatened to harm himself if the targeted girls ever came forward.
A few months ago, a few girls in my community came forward to me with some concerns and asked to speak to my manager. They proceeded to send my manager countless screenshots and videos of their conversation with him, proving the lying and manipulation that was going on.
Pokimane said the person would approach girls in her community and tell them he struggled with
Still didn't show who it was. We still don't know who it is. Bro, why do you like why would they make this shit up? Why are you devaluing the experience because you know the person's name? Like, bro.
Mental health issues to gain their trust before sending fabricated conversations between himself and her. He would then allegedly send fake explicit photos of Pokimane, hoping to receive similar images from the women in her community with whom he was speaking. He acted like he knew and hung out with me and my friends in person, she explained. This is someone I've never met. It's truly some of the most disgusting and deplorable behavior I've ever heard of. Pokimane stated that the person was fired after an investigation was conducted into their behavior. This wasn't even the first time someone who worked at Twitch was fired for sexual misconduct. And it seems like Twitch is clearly confused as to where they draw the line with sexual conduct. They want to promote body positivity in their hot tub section, which is very clearly softcore porn that promotes the culture of paying women to be lewd on camera. Twitch also makes a ton of money from this part of their platform, and that's all good and fine to support. But for streamers like Pokimane who just want to play games, they have to deal with the audiences of those lewd streamers who can just click one tab and harass Pokimane. But a lot of people don't see it as harassment because the streamers are profiting from it. So then Poki speaking up just makes people assume.
Break the paradigm. Go live without makeup and without showing cleavage. You are a gamer only, right? Well, you want to look pretty. There is no way that you actually believe what you just wrote. That gave me a fucking brain presence. I have an actual growing black mold mass in my brain after reading that shit. No shot! You believe that?
She is sensitive and annoying, and that she should be grateful that she is rich. Overall, it seems like she is fed up with all of this. She's streaming less than she ever has, and still finding herself in the middle of controversies. And considering everything that's happened, all the money might not be worth subjecting herself to this bullshit any longer.
Bro, wanting to look good is not a problem. That's like saying, bro, when you post a picture on your social media, on your Facebook, on your Twitter, or on your fucking whatever Instagram, why don't you just take it right out of bed, straight up, looking like an absolute fucking worm? Why? Why do you want to look good? What's your problem? Because you're trying to make money off of girls that are... Bro, you got no bitches on your dick. You're like me. You have no bitches. You're just like me. No bitches are on your dick. And they certainly wouldn't fucking pay to be in your DMs. They would not pay you. Like me. The same. The same thing. Okay?